Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. It's kind of obvious with how EA are running evolution content right now in FC26. They don't want Evos to be that good on purpose. After back-to-back days of 3 Playstyle Plus player SBCs and every single TOTS card in packs having 3 Playstyle Pluses, we're still doing max 88 Evos for small overall boost. +1 overall, small stat boost, a chain Evo, right? Now, don't get me wrong. We like these chain evolutions. They help us create some of the most broken cards in this game. But it's team of the season. We've leveled up the content and SBCs with Sun and Marco Reus. We've leveled up the players and packs, all the 3 Playstyle Pluses with these TOTS cards, yet Evos still seem to be lagging behind. Again, I think it's on purpose, and I want to explain why I think EA is doing some of that today. Now, speaking of today on Sunday, I'm really genuinely curious as to what content we're going to be getting and what content we have to look forward to, because we've got 2 of the best player SBCs that were leaked before this promo came out already. It's not like we're going to get a new icon or hero pack today that would be super interesting, because these are always expensive and we already have an icon pick and an icon pack that are already out. What is EA going to surprise us with on a Sunday? So I'm very curious about that, but we also need to talk about the market and some leaks about the new season pass that is coming after the season pass that ends in just a few days. Let's discuss this one, guys. If you're excited for the video, drop a thumbs up on it, hype the video if you can, and subscribe if you are new. Now, we're going to start with content that didn't drop yesterday on Saturday. This Lobotka card is all over Futbin, all over the other Ultimate Team websites, but he's nowhere to be found in game. This has happened before where there's a card showing up on Futbin, but where there's nowhere to find it in game. And I think the problem is EA forgot to press the button to drop this card wherever it's supposed to be. And my hunch would be that this might be a Flash Rush objective reward, because we get Flash Rush events usually on Saturdays, and we did not get one yesterday. That's just a guess. It's not known for sure. But Lobotka is nowhere in game, and the Futbin, EA connection with literally the websites like Futbin have EA's data that they send them for these cards. Well, EA sent them the data for this card, and he's not in the game. So be on the lookout for a Lobotka wherever he may be dropping in the next day or two. But content that's actually in the game that we can see is the new Big Boy TOTS SBC for Marco Reus. 93 rated card as leaked. He is here. And guys, this one might be better than Hyunmin Sun, but it's close. Now, if I've already completed the Sun, I've started working on Marco Reus, but this card looks phenomenal. Again, just like Sun as well, he's missing the 5-star skills. You'd love a 5-5, but Cam center mid striker, incredible dribbling stats, great passing stats, great shooting, solid pace, and very good play styles. You could say maybe he's missing a rapid base, true, but he's got very good passing play styles. He's at least got the quick step, detect the first touch, a very, very usable card, and he's got great rolls, and the price isn't that bad. It is 9 squads, and you got 3 90 rated squads as a part of this, but it's only coming in at about 360,000 coins, which is a very fine price in my opinion for the links that this card has, for the nostalgia of it being Marco Reus. I absolutely have no problem with that. I would argue that this Marco Reus is maybe better than the Hyunmin Sun SBC for a lot of people, therefore being the best SBC of this entire week of Serie A team of the season. And maybe this one will stay in our teams even for a few weeks after this, after Serie A TOTS is done and we move on to other leagues. Now, because of this SBC coming out, it actually made fodder go up, right? We noticed this with the price of the Hyunmin Sun SBC yesterday. At content time, before Reus came out, he was 540,000 coins. After the Reus SBC came out, Sun's price went all the way to 620. That is because 89 and 90 rated cards in the market went up because people were literally just going and buying the fodder to get Marco Reus done. Look at this, 3.2K for Bunny Shaw, all the way up to 4.3. Might be a good idea to get on a couple of bids today during squad battle rewards for the 89 and the 90 rated gold cards here. It's fodder, because you might see some of those higher rateds move up a little during the week as people buy those 89s and 90s and even 91s to complete the Hyunmin Son, to complete the Marco Reus, because let's be honest right now, fodder is so cheap and the SBC prices look decent, so you're probably just going and spending coins to get these SBCs done instead of trying to just pack all the 89, 90 rated cards that you need. So that Reus SBC is fantastic. I'm going to get him done. I was wondering if other center attacking mids would drop on the market yesterday because of this, but I'm not seeing too much of a market impact, nor am I seeing too much of like MLS cards going up in value, because these team of the season cards have the boosted league chemistry already. So if you have a German manager or a MLS manager, maybe even one or two icons in your team, you're easily getting this card on full chemistry, and linking these cards is not a problem, which is very nice for the usability and flexibility of these team of the season cards. So that's the Marco Reus. I would highly recommend getting that one done. If that's like the only SBC that you do this week of Serie A TOTS, consider that a dub, because that's a great card, and I think you're going to see him a lot in people's teams. Now, the other SBC we had yesterday was the one I was looking for, the 84 plus times 6 Serie A or MLS upgrade pack. Guys, this is a must complete SBC. I got the absolute worst from this SBC yesterday. I got 6 84 rated players, but we opened a good chunk of them on SharePlay, and they were giving out team of the seasons at a pretty high clip. And also, EA changed the requirements here. Look at this. Squad requirements. It says any team of the week or team of the season. That is actually very good, because yesterday at content when this released, it just said team of the weeks were only required. It did not allow team of the season. So thank you, EA, for updating that. I know that's not great for those that were team of the week investors, because it honestly felt like team of the weeks might go to 25,000 coins with that singular requirement there being only team of the weeks. I sold a lot of my team of the weeks yesterday on lazy sales for 22,000 coins. They are currently about 18 to 19K. No, they're 19K for sure on the market right now. These look like they're just going to continue to go up, but allowing us to put team of the season cards in that pack is very nice as well. So GG's EA for updating that one. I was going to say that, why are they requiring informs only in that one? But no, they changed it. So that's actually pretty cool. I would recommend doing that one though. Like, do that after you get the 83x14s done, after you hit, a nice set of the TOTS crafting upgrades, which if you need fodder, 82s, 3s, 4s, 5s, this is your SBC, because you get so many golds back, and you can get a lot of golds through doing the provisions and the daily gold upgrades. So make sure you do those. Make sure you get all your gold cards from the daily stuff and then rinse it into the craftings, because that's how you can get a lot of fodder in this game right now. Now let's talk about Evos and get into the conversation for just a second. I'm not going to yap about this for too long, but I just think it's worth mentioning because it seems like an obvious trend in the way that this Evo content is going. Yesterday on a Saturdays, weekends in general, we usually get better Evo content. Some of the biggest Evos that we've ever had in Ultimate Team have released on Saturdays, but not yesterday. We're getting a center back distributor 2 times repeatable, free, max 88 Evo that boosts up passing and defending on a center back. Now, don't get me wrong. This Evo has its place. It does give a +1 overall. It gives a weak foot boost that is uncapped. It gives good play styles, good stat upgrades, but it's not like crazy. And again, it's a chain Evo. That's what it is. It's just a chain Evo to boost up small stats on a card, when at this stage of the year heading into team of the season, in team of the season where we are now, we're looking for something more marquee and a bigger type of evolution, right? It's not bad. It's just not wow team of the season. But this kind of confirms what we talked about in yesterday's video for sure. EA is holding back on evolution content right now. Like I said in the intro, we have 3 playstyle plus player species like Sun, Locatelli, and Reus. Every card in packs, and some of them, a lot of them, are 20,000 coins or less. They have 3 playstyle pluses, yet in Evos, we are still stuck with 2 playstyle plus Evos for max 100,000 coins. And, free Evos like the chain Evo that we had yesterday. But with this promo, it's team of the season. We expect top tier content across the board, not just in the SBCs and the cards that are in packs. But that's why we talk about the ebbs and the flows of content a lot, right? When we're in the middle of a really dead time in terms of content, right? We call it filler promos, like between team of the season and maybe the World Cup promo. Maybe there will be a down week, or maybe the better example was between Foot Birthday and between team of the season. There were a couple weeks in there where it was kind of quiet, right? And not super exciting. exciting, or like we often describe as the drop-off after Team of the Year. Team of the Year, really exciting. Foot Birthday, decently exciting, but in between there, content kind of dips a little bit, right? The peaks of good content for the big promos and the valleys of not so good content. It feels like EA's doing that this year with SBCs and Evos as well. A couple of promos ago, I remember saying this exact same thing. Wow, SBCs have really hyped up recently, and a lot of them are becoming the best content in this game right now, where Evos have kind of fallen behind. And then a couple weeks later, it was the exact opposite. Evos were flying back up into the center of things, and people were saying, OMG, Evos are freaking sick right now. And some of the big boosts, like I think right after we were saying that, the 500,000 coin 3 playstyle plus center mid Evo came out. We're in one of those valleys right now with Evos. They're just behind, but I think it's on purpose. And I think this is one of the ways that EA is trying to make Team of the Season not drag on and feel super duper long like it did last year. They're starting Evos lower and not letting these cards go to 3 playstyle pluses yet, so that there's something that we're still kind of wanting to see and something that we're still hoping for as a part of Team of the Season. Like, Team of the Season feels incomplete in terms of content a little bit because the Evos haven't been that good. Now, my guess is Premier League Team of the Season, it's going to come. I think we're going to get 3 playstyle plus Evos. And guys, we're going to know when it happens, right? Because the leakers for this sort of thing are going to drop the however many bombazo emojis on Twitter, and they're going to say, oh my goodness, EA's finally listening. 3 playstyle plus Evos are going to be incoming. Like, show me your card, you know, that sort of tweet. Then you're going to know, okay, there's going to be a 3 playstyle plus Evo that is incoming. But that's really where we're at right now with evolutions. And I think that's why EA is doing it, because EA never keeps the content pushing the power curve at the same limit the whole entire time. Like, content is not like this. It's kind of like this. You go up, then you go down, then you go up, then you go down, right? And a lot of people have come back to the game right now because it is Team of the Season. And Evos are one of the main motivating factors that people are coming back to the game for, because Evos are more than ever this year become a lot more popular, yet they feel like they're not as great. So we're just going to have to see how Evo things go. Watch out for the leaks, because again, you guys know every single Evo gets leaked ahead of time, and you know, you're figuring out who fits, what the requirements are and stuff like that hours before. But it just feels like we're in a little bit of a rut with Evos. But I don't think it's something to be like, oh man, Evos are never coming back. Like, this is calculated. That's really the point that I want to get across today, is like EA is definitely holding Evos back right now before we get too far into Team of the Season, because that's part of their master plan to make Evos really, really good at some point during Team of the Season once again. Now, let's talk about Team of the Season player prices, which, by the way, before we stop talking about Evos, there was a cosmetic TOTS honorable mentions design in the cosmetic Evo tab that was dropped yesterday. It's 35,000 coins, but it does give you boosted chemistry, so that is worth a shout there if you need a chemistry boost. Now, let's talk about these cards and packs, the Team of the Seasons. As expected, yesterday on Saturday, they got cooked. I mean, Saturdays are the days now. We just have come to expect it, that EA is going to drop a tradable store pack for the current promo team in the store. And that happened yesterday. We had I think it was like 400 or 500,000 coins. Yeah, the 500,000 coin capital gains guarantee pack, which is not one, but 2 different packs. Like, there's a pack and a player pick inside of it that are both tradable. And that is the #1 reason why players like, I don't know, McTominay going from 900,000 coins or 800K. What was he? He was 900K Saturday morning. He's 590. I actually just bought him for 522. He's kind of going back up a little bit into Sunday morning. That's the reason why this whole entire promo team and all the other TOTS squads got absolutely cooked in price. Of course, there's more weekend league supply as well from people who are opening packs from those rewards, but it's the store packs every Saturday that do this. And now these cards are looking really cheap. Again, like, there are so many good cards in here for such a cheap price. Can I just point out one of the biggest things of this promo team that makes me laugh? Center back Bremer and center back Indica. 600,000 coins or so for Bremer, 60K for Indica. Their cards are so close, it's crazy. Like, Indica has a little bit lower defending and physical, but he's got a better playstyle plus. I would take block plus over aerial any day of the week. Sure, body type matters and stuff like that matters, but those cards are so similar for being 500 something thousand coins apart. I think that's kind of funny. So just be careful buying any of the Serie A team of the seasons. I know that we can trade with them. I know that we can make some coins on those cards, and maybe today they're going to have a little bit of a rise like they did yesterday on Saturday. Like we looked at that McTominay, he was 900K. Is he going to go back up there? Absolutely not. There's more supply in the market now. I don't think he goes that high. Could he go back up to like 620 today? Sure. Yildiz was 3 mil all day yesterday. I'm trying to find this card right now for about 2 million coins, maybe 2.1 flat, because I could see him being 2.5 to 2.7 even today. But still, these aren't cards that I want to hold on to for the long term. I think they'd be safer to buy to try out for like weekend league, but I would not hold on to them. I still think that with Premier League Team of the Season being the most hyped league of TOTS upcoming this week, I think these cards are going to drop as we get into the days before Premier League Team of the Season, and I still think the rest of the market is going to be dropping in price as well. But right now, if you want to trade, that's what I would do. I would trade. Like if you want to make coins, get on the market, get cards on bid, get cards on snipes, and just find 5 to 10 cards that are in your budget and look at their graphs. Like, man, Joao Neves, 330 yesterday, up to 380, down to 330, back up to 400 he went to. Like, this is the exact type of card that you want to look at on the market. Some of these cards that we were worried about crashing in the next couple of weeks, they're not crashing yet. They're fluctuating so well in the market. It's like, yeah, go out there and make some coins on these players. They're moving great. Look at Gravenberch. Yesterday he was 340, went up to 389, and now he's even over 400,000 coins. So the market's actually moving pretty good. There is good demand for a lot of these players, which is a great sign, and it makes it a great opportunity to trade. I just don't think you want to hold on to players for super long. Now, that's the little market segment that I wanted to cover today. Let's look at the leaks and get caught up. This is kind of a weird leak situation because it has nothing to do with like what's happening today on Sunday or even really in the next couple of days. This is for Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, when the season that we have going on right now ends and we transition into a new one, right? This last season was based around the 2002 World Cup. We're going to 2010. We're skipping 2006. I thought they might include the 06 World Cup because that was the first World Cup that Messi and Ronaldo both played in. It was a good one. But they're going to 2010, South Africa, and we've got a lot of icons in this. Casillas, Iniesta are going to be in this season pass. Ansu Fati is going to have a card as well. Again, Spanish themed, it seems to be, as they said here, a lot of Spanish cards. Here's the full leak of players in the season pass. That is a lot of players. I mean, look at those icons up there at the top. Iniesta, Casillas, and Xabi Alonso. Now, these are predicted stats, but I think that Iniesta having 4 playstyle pluses is a good prediction because if you think about this, this is going to be the season that takes us through the entirety of Team of the Season, and this would probably end right around the time that the World Cup starts or a couple of weeks before, right with the end of Team of the Season. And by that point, maybe they would be giving us a 4 playstyle plus card in the season pass for the premium pass for sure for like 500,000 coins. So I'm going to cross my fingers that Iniesta is 4 playstyle pluses because if he is, he's going to be everywhere and he's going to be absolutely insane. But Xabi Alonso could be great as well. Dirk Kuyt, Aspas, Xerxes, Danny Ceballos, a bunch of players in there. Probably the craziest name in this whole entire season pass is the South African Sithole. What a name. Also, in this season pass as well. Or no, that was in a different league. Oh, the SBC league for cards. Yeah, that's something else. Sorry. I saw the South African flag and I was thinking of Lynx. I think his name is Quick Lynx. He's getting a card, but that's an SBC card. I digress. That is a crazy name. And those are all the players. Again, not official stats, just the players that are in the upcoming season pass. And of course, we got new silver icons that are incoming. Eto'o, Carlos Puyol, Xabi Alonso, and Iniesta as silvers. And then Drogba as well. But again, these have just really dropped off in the hype because what is the point? We haven't been able to evo these cards for a super long time, and I don't really feel like playing a World Tour Silver Superstars League at this time of the year with those cards. Again, though, there's some good packs in here and there's some interesting stuff, but like 35 games. Yeah, it's just adding it on top of division rivals and the great rewards that are in FUT Champs. Like, it's just not something I want to play. So maybe it'll be different for this next season. Maybe it will be. But those are the leaks for the season pass. Again, that is going to be on Thursday. We'll be awaiting some official stats for those cards very, very soon. Now, let's wrap it up and talk about today's Sunday content, because I am genuinely curious about what EA is going to drop, because like I said, we've already had the 2 best player SBCs with Marco Reus and Hyunmin Son. If we're taking a look at the rest of the leaks, I mean, we've got a lot of lower rated cards down here at the bottom. We got the Dest. We've got the Lukic, Lopez. There's links. There's the South African links that I was thinking about before. Also Berardi. So it doesn't look that crazy. Like, I'm absolutely doing Serginho Dest. And if there's some emotional connection for you looking at anybody in this team, then sure, you're excited about that. But none of these players look like they're going to move the needle for most of us, like Son, Royce, and Locatelli maybe did. That's why I'm a little bit interested to know what is EA going to do today with the SBCs, because also we already have icon packs and picks that are out. Hero packs and picks at this stage of the game, just not worth it. EA, drop us, like, you know, another upgrade pack. We were talking about yesterday how the 83x14 is so outdated, and it's the truth. The 83x14 we've had for like months now. Did we have this during Team of the Year? It's crazy how long that it's been out, and I think it's still going to be here for, another 12 days. So it's not like this is going to expire in the next day or two, and they're going to give us another one, maybe an 84x10 or something like that. But if they gave us, like, I know we had the 84x6 yesterday. If they gave us an 86 or something like player pick, an 86 2 of 3 or 2 of 4 player pick, that would give us a fun chance at doing Team of the Seasons. And, you know, hopefully it wouldn't be too expensive, but like just another little upgrade pack sort of situation I would be super interested in. There's going to be guaranteed TOTS packs. We'll be talking about that soon, but I don't think that is going to be a part of today. Of course, guys, we could have a new Evo today. But with the way Evos are going, as we talked about a lot in this video, I don't have high expectations for that. Once again, if you see a bunch of bombazo tweets about, OMG, EA's finally doing it, a 3 playstyle plus Evo, like, you know, that would change everything for the Evos, and that would become really interesting. But as of right now, it's looking like a big question mark for today's content on Sunday. But get out there, get those weekly games in, get those live event games in, and maybe get a little active on the market too, because these cards are moving. Out of packs is going to be safer and less risky, but people want to try Team of the Season. So that's why I do think trading, not investing, with Team of the Season cards can be very lucrative. Keep listing those Team of the Week cards up high, and we're going to be watching Team of the Season cards for a investment in terms of a longer term investment here in the next couple of days as well. That's going to be the video for me today, guys. If you did enjoy it, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in another video tomorrow. Have a great Sunday, guys. Enjoy the big City Arsenal game today. It's been TheFutAccountant. I'll see you there. Peace out.